Welcome to another episode of Travel the USA. In this video, we're going to the oldest and, in my opinion, most beautiful city in Georgia, Savannah. If you are watching this video right now because you're planning a trip to Savannah for the first time, then this is the right video for you. I've been to Savannah several times, so here are my top 10 recommendations of things to do there. Number 1. Explore the riverfront. Located right along the Savannah River, the Riverfront District is a great place to take a walk, and there's so much to do here. You can go shopping on Savannah's iconic River Street, learn more about the history of the area by looking at all the monuments, or eat at one of the restaurants on River Street. Something I like to do is walk around the JW Marriott Hotel and see their displays, especially the ones of the world's largest geodes. I also recommend taking the free ferry across the river to Hutchinson Island and back. You can also take a riverboat cruise, but I think the ferry is better because, well, of course it's free. Number 2. Walk through FORSYTH Park. If you're looking for a scenic place to take a walk, ride a bike, or have a picnic, FORSYTH Park is the place to go. If you have kids, there's playgrounds they can play on. And if you have dogs, this is a great place to take them on a walk. When I go to FORSYTH Park, I like to find a spot in the shade to have a picnic and enjoy the view. Number 3. Explore the Historic District. In 1733, Savannah's founder, James Oglethorpe, laid out the city in a series of grids that included streets and public squares. This original part of Savannah is now the Historic District. The Historic District is very large, and there's so much to see. You could spend a whole day here. A good way to get a lay of the land and learn more about Savannah's history is to take a trolley tour. If you don't want to pay for the tour, there is a free shuttle system, but they will not give you information on places you are riding by. In my opinion, the best way to explore the Historic District is by foot. That way you can walk wherever you want and stop inside whatever shops or restaurants you see. A cool place to visit is Chippewa Square, the site where Forrest Gump sat waiting for the bus. If you want to see the bench he sat on, though, you'll have to go to the Savannah History Museum. Another cool thing to see is the Cathedral Basilica of John the Baptist, one of the most beautiful pieces of architecture I've ever seen. Number 4. Visit museums. Savannah has a lot of history and a lot of good museums that show it. Some of the best I've been to are the American Prohibition Museum, the Telfair Museums, Savannah History Museum, and the Owens Thomas House Museum. But there are a lot more good museums in Savannah, and I definitely recommend exploring these, especially if you love history like I do. Number 5. Visit forts. There are several forts in the Savannah area because it needed to be able to defend itself from attacks from the sea. Old Fort Jackson, Fort Pulaski National Monument, and Fort McAllister State Park are no longer in use, but are great areas to explore. You can watch people fire guns and cannons at Old Fort Jackson, and if you are looking for a place to camp on your trip to Savannah, Fort McAllister State Park has a nice campground with hiking trails. Number 6. Walk through the city market. Savannah's city market is a good place to walk around, buy souvenirs, or do other shopping. It's also a great place to eat. There are many different dining options like seafood, steak, wings, and pizza. Also, there's this cookie shop called Bird's Famous Cookies. I'm warning you now, don't go in there unless you have self-control, because once you start eating, you will not be able to stop. Number 7. Visit TYBEE Island. TYBEE is the closest beach to Savannah, and it's just under 30 minutes from downtown. It's a nice place to just sit back and relax. There are also trails you can explore and a lighthouse that you can climb to the top of. If you are into wildlife, there's a marine center with live animals, and there's also tours where you can see live dolphins out in the ocean. Number 8. Explore WORMSLOE State Historic Site. Once the colonial estate of Noble Jones, WORMSLOE is now a historic site with hiking trails, scenic drives, and ruins, including the oldest standing structure in Savannah. It's just 15 minutes outside of downtown, and it costs $10 for adults. Number 9. go on a ghost tour. Personally, I'm not into these, but I've heard from others that they are very interesting and creepy. Savannah is known as the most haunted city in the United States. At night, you can go on a tour in a hearse and hear ghost stories. They also take you inside houses at night that supposedly have ghosts in them, and they'll also take you inside cemeteries to see gravestones. Number 10. Catch a show at the theater. The Savannah Theater has been continually operating for over 200 years, and it's a great place to learn some history and even watch a live show. Alright, so those are my top 10 recommendations of things to do in Savannah. Comment down below some of your favorite things to do there. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.